I would say the cost of turning over a unit that had a smoker living in it for a number of years is significant in comparison to a unit where the resident did not smoke. Recently we've started looking at that issue and trying to pinpoint how much more expensive. My guess is that it's 4 to 5 times more expensive to prepare the unit because smoke gets into everything, and so it's not just a matter of cleaning the carpet, it's replacing the carpet. It's multiple coats of paint and primer and the cleaning, just the component of cleaning and how much staff time it takes to return that to something that I would find acceptable is tremendous. So I would say it's extremely expensive.
Well, to turn over one that someone has smoked in can generally be about $500 to $1,200 more than one that has not been smoked in.
It seeps into the hallways under the doors, so residents not only next door but also across the hall get the residual effects. So the cost while they're living here is us having to sometimes put different types of foam type insulation in the piping around, like in the bathrooms. It tends to move through bathroom piping, so we have a cost while they live here, and then when they move out, the damages to the walls, to the ceiling, carpet, woodwork, appliances, everything turns a yellow, almost brown color. We've had to replace refrigerators just because you can't get the smell out, and the discoloration depending on how heavy of a smoker they are.
Permeation of nicotine and tar into the woodwork, the sheetrock, frequently see cigarette burns in the carpeting, so carpeting needs to be replaced. You generally have to oil prime to get the smoke to stay in, and that usually doesn't work either, so it's usually damages the overall unit.
Recently we had someone move out, and they were a heavy smoker in their apartment, and in order to prepare that unit for a new person, the painters went in and it took them 4 coats of primer on the ceiling to be able to stop the smoking coloring, I guess, to come through. And it was the first time that I received a 4-digit painting bill, or in excess of $1,000 for our apartments. And they're 1-bedroom apartments, so not a huge apartment, about 500 square feet. And so to have a painting bill in excess of $1,000 is very significant.
We had, I know one that I can think of for sure that was a $5,000 expense to get it ready for the next resident after a pretty heavy smoker lived in the apartment. And still, that apartment moved out, I think, 3 years ago, and if you went in that apartment, you still can smell residual cigarette smoke. So $5,000 is the most we spent, but I think it's even more than that, because it takes a long time to get it out of the walls and the woodwork and the cabinetry, because we put new carpet in and we kills with paint, and it still could smell smoke years after that person moved out.